If you are still waiting, if the answer has not yet arrived, if the breakthrough feels impossibly far, then hear me clearly. Pause right now and listen with every fiber of your being. I have not forgotten you. I have not abandoned your prayer. I have not turned my face away from your tears. I am here, closer than your breath, nearer than your heartbeat, watching every moment of your endurance with eyes full of purpose and love. And I need you to understand something that will completely transform how you see this season of delay. The reason I am making you wait longer than others is not because you are less loved. It is not because you are less worthy. It is not because I'm punishing you for past mistakes. It is because you are being prepared for something infinitely greater than what you see around you. Small assignments come quickly because they require shallow roots. A flower can bloom in weeks, but an oak tree that will stand for centuries, that will provide shade for generations, that will weather every storm and remain unshaken, that tree must spend years developing roots that go deeper than anyone can see. And you, my beloved, are not a flower. You are an oak. I am not preparing you for a moment. I am preparing you for a movement. I am not equipping you for a season. I am establishing you for a legacy. Your waiting is not punishment. Your waiting is not a mistake. Your waiting is not evidence that I have turned my back on you. Your waiting is the very proof that I am investing more time, more attention, more divine intentionality into your preparation than I do with those who receive quickly. And the longer the wait, the greater the assignment. Let that truth sink deep into your spirit. You see people around you receiving their answers swiftly. You watch them celebrate breakthroughs while you are still praying for a crack in the ceiling. You witness others step into blessings, promotions, relationships, financial increase, doors opening, dreams manifesting. And you remain standing in what feels like an endless hallway of delay. You see their social media posts, their testimonies, their answered prayers, and a voice whispers in your ear, "Why them and not me? What did I do wrong? Am I not faithful enough? Am I not worthy enough? Why does my waiting stretch so much longer than theirs?" But stop. Stop comparing. Stop measuring. Stop questioning. And listen carefully to what I am about to tell you. I do not measure success by speed. The world does. Society does. Your impatient flesh does. But I do not. I measure success by depth. I measure it by strength. I measure it by the capacity to endure, to carry, to sustain what I am about to place in your hands. The tree that grows quickly in soft soil may look impressive for a season. Its branches spread wide, its leaves shine bright. People admire it. But when the storm comes, when the winds howl, when the floods rise, that tree is uprooted in an instant because it never developed the root system to anchor it through adversity. But the tree that grows slowly, that pushes its roots down through hard ground, through rock, through resistance, that tree becomes unmovable. It may take years before anyone notices it. It may look small while other trees tower above it. But beneath the surface, where no eye can see, that tree is doing the most critical work. Its roots are spreading wide and deep. They are gripping the bedrock. They are establishing a foundation that no storm, no flood, no drought, no fire can destroy. And when the winds come, and they will come, that tree stands. It bends but does not break. It sways but does not fall. It endures when everything around it collapses. And you, my child, are that tree. You are not being prepared for one season. You are being prepared for a lifetime of fruitfulness. I am not building something temporary in you that will crumble under pressure. I am constructing something eternal, something that will outlast you, something that will bear fruit even after you are gone. The waiting you are in right now is not wasted time. It is the most productive season of your life because it is the season where your roots are going deeper than they have ever gone before. When I give small blessings, they require small preparation. A shallow root can carry a shallow branch. A surface-level foundation can support a surface-level structure. But when I intend to give you influence that shifts atmospheres, authority that transforms regions, wealth that funds kingdom purposes, vision that births movements, impact that touches nations, and purpose that echoes through generations, I cannot rush the foundation. I cannot shortcut the process. I cannot skip the necessary seasons of refinement. If I gave you right now what I plan to give you 5 years from now, it would destroy you. The weight of the calling would crush your spirit before you understood its purpose. The responsibility would overwhelm your mind before your character was ready to steward it. The visibility would intoxicate your soul before humility was rooted deep enough to keep you grounded. The resources would corrupt your heart before generosity became your nature. The authority would make you arrogant before servanthood was established in you. And the enemy, seeing you elevated without the necessary preparation, would devour you before you even realized you were under attack. So I make you wait. Not because I am withholding good things from you, not because I enjoy watching you struggle, not because I have changed my mind about the promise I spoke over your life. I make you wait because I am protecting you from the very thing you are asking for. I make you wait because love demands that I prepare you properly. I make you wait because I see what you cannot see. I know what you do not know. I understand that premature blessing is not a blessing at all. It is a burden that breaks those who are not ready to carry it. Look at the lives of those who receive too much too soon. Look at lottery winners who lose everything within years. Look at young celebrities who collapse under fame they were not mature enough to handle. Look at leaders who rose too fast and fell even faster because their character could not sustain their calling. I am not those cruel circumstances. I am the wise father who knows that the greatest gift I can give you is not the blessing itself, but the preparation that enables you to steward it well. So I make you wait. I allow you to experience lack, so you will value abundance when it comes. I permit you to walk through wilderness seasons, so you will never forget that I am your source, not your circumstances. I let you sit in obscurity, so you will learn that your identity is not found in what people think of you, but in what I say about you. I keep you hidden so that when I reveal you, your emergence will be undeniable and your foundation unshakable. Do you not see the pattern written throughout all of Scripture and woven into the fabric of every significant calling? The longer I make you wait, the greater the confirmation that you have been chosen for something far beyond the ordinary. If your life were designed for average things, you would have received them according to average timing. Average prayers get average answers at average speed. But I did not design you for average. I did not call you to blend into the crowd. I did not create you to live a forgettable existence that makes no lasting impact. I fashioned you in the secret place before you ever took your first breath. I anointed you before the foundation of the world. I marked you, set you apart, consecrated you for a mission that requires unusual preparation, extraordinary character, and uncommon strength. And unusual preparation takes unusual time. It demands more patience. It requires deeper trust. It tests you in ways that ordinary callings never would. So when you see others moving quickly into their promises and you are still standing in what feels like the same place year after year, do not compare yourself to them. Do not despair in your heart. Do not assume that you have been forgotten or that you have somehow missed your moment. Understand instead that you are being fashioned for something they are not called to carry. Their race is different from yours. Their assignment is different from yours. Their preparation must match their calling, and your preparation must match yours. You are not competing with anyone. You are not running their race. You are walking a path I designed specifically, intentionally, purposefully for you and you alone. And that path includes this extended season of waiting, because this is the season where you are being transformed from who you were into who you absolutely must be to fulfill what I have spoken over your life. Consider my servant Joseph. He received the dream when he was 17. He saw himself elevated, saw his brothers bowing, saw a future of authority and influence. But between the dream and the fulfillment stood 13 years. 13 years of betrayal, slavery, false accusation, imprisonment, and forgotten promises. Everyone who received the blessing in his generation received it faster than Joseph. His brothers had families, his father had wealth. But Joseph had a pit, then chains, then a cell, year after year waiting, wondering, praying, and I was silent, but I was not absent. In that waiting, I was transforming a favored son into a wise ruler. I was turning a dreamer into a deliverer. I was preparing him not just to be blessed, but to be a blessing to nations. When his moment finally came, it came suddenly. In one day, he went from prison to palace. In one divine appointment, everything shifted. And when he stood before Pharaoh, when he interpreted the dream, when he was given authority over all of Egypt, every year of waiting made sense. He did not receive his blessing when he thought he should. He received it exactly when he was ready. And because of that perfect timing, he saved not only Egypt, but his entire family line, preserving the very people through whom I would bring forth my son. His waiting was not wasted. It was strategic. It was purposeful. It was the very thing that qualified him for the weight of what I was about to place in his hands. The same is true for you. Every night you cry and ask through tears, when will it be my turn? When will my season come? When will the promise be fulfilled? And I whisper back with infinite tenderness, my child, it has always been your turn, but your turn is not like theirs. Your turn requires something deeper than what you see in the lives around you. It requires maturity that can only be forged in the furnace of unanswered questions. It requires character that can only be built in the classroom of delayed gratification. It requires faith that can only be proven in the valley where you cannot see the outcome, but you choose to trust me anyway. Every night you cry and ask, when will it be my turn? And I whisper back, it has always been your turn. But your turn is not like theirs. Your turn requires depth. It requires maturity. It requires character that can only be forged in the fire of waiting. You think waiting is passive. But I tell you with absolute authority, waiting is the most active form of faith that exists. Anyone can believe when the answer is immediate. Anyone can trust when the breakthrough is visible. Anyone can praise when the promise is being fulfilled in real time. But to wait, to trust, to believe, to praise, to remain faithful when you see nothing changing, when circumstances seem frozen, when hope feels distant, when the silence stretches on and on, that is faith in its purest, most powerful form. Waiting is where your trust is tested and proven genuine. Waiting is where your heart is purified from every impure motive. Waiting is where I separate those who truly believe in me from those who only want results from me. Waiting reveals whether you love the giver or just the gifts. Waiting exposes whether you worship me or you worship the outcome. Waiting determines whether your faith is rooted in circumstances or anchored in my unchanging character. And you, my beloved child, you have proven through your endurance that you are not here for quick results. You are here for lasting transformation. You are not looking for a moment. You are prepared to carry a movement. I know the waiting has been hard. I know it has stretched you beyond what you thought you could endure. I know you have grown weary in the stillness. I know there have been nights when you lay awake, your mind racing, your heart heavy, questioning whether I was even listening to your prayers. Nights when you cried into your pillow, feeling forgotten, feeling overlooked, feeling like everyone else was moving forward while you were stuck in place. I know there have been moments when you wanted to give up, when faith felt like foolishness, when trusting me felt impossible. I know because I have been there through every single one of those moments. But let me assure you, with every ounce of my eternal love, I have heard every prayer you have whispered, every plea you have cried, every silent groan your spirit has uttered when words failed you. I have seen every tear that has fallen from your eyes. I have collected each one. Not a single tear has gone unnoticed. I have felt every moment of your frustration, your confusion, your disappointment, your exhaustion, and I have never once, not for a millisecond, turned away from you. I have been beside you in the waiting, my presence wrapped around you even when you could not feel me. I have been holding you when you thought you were walking alone. I have been carrying you when your strength gave out and you could not take another step. The waiting was never meant to destroy you. It was never designed to break your spirit or crush your hope. It was meant to develop you, to refine you, to grow in you a strength that no quick blessing could ever produce. It was meant to teach you that I am enough, that my presence is the true prize, that knowing me is greater than any answer to prayer. The waiting has been doing in you what nothing else could do. It has been building patience, perseverance, endurance, trust, faith, hope, and love. It has been stripping away everything you thought you needed and replacing it with a deeper dependency on me. It has been transforming your prayers from God give me to God make me. And that transformation is the greatest miracle of all. Think of the farmer who plants a seed. He does not dig it up every day to check if it is growing. He waters it, he waits. He trusts the process, and in the darkness of the soil, beneath the surface where no one can see, the seed is doing the most important work. It is breaking open. It is sending roots down deep. It is preparing to push through the earth. And when it finally emerges, it does so with strength, with stability, with a foundation that will sustain it through every season. That is what I am doing in you. I am working beneath the surface. I am building in the unseen. And when your time comes, when the breakthrough finally appears, it will not be fragile. It will be unshakable. But here is what you must understand. The waiting is not wasted. Every moment you have spent in this season has been adding layers to your foundation. Every tear has been watering the seed I planted in you. Every disappointment has been teaching you to depend on me and not on circumstances. Every closed door has been redirecting you toward the path I designed. Nothing has been random. Nothing has been meaningless. I have been orchestrating every delay, every detour, every moment of silence to align you with the fullness of what I have planned. And I promise you, when you finally see the fruit, you will look back on this season and say, now I understand. Now I see why it took so long. Now I know why you made me wait. Some of you have been waiting for years, and you feel like you are running out of time. But my timing does not operate on your calendar. I am not bound by deadlines. I am not rushed by your age, your situation, or your circumstances. I see the full picture. I see the end from the beginning, and I know exactly when to release what I have prepared for you. Trust me when I say you are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. And the moment you step into what I have for you, everything will align so perfectly that you will realize it could not have happened any sooner. It had to happen now, in this exact season, for reasons you cannot yet see. Do not misunderstand my silence as absence. Do not interpret delay as denial. I am working even when you cannot see it. I am moving even when you cannot feel it. I am preparing even when you cannot perceive it. And the reason I am taking longer with you is not because I have forgotten you. It is because I am fashioning you for something that requires more time, more testing, more refinement. I am not making you wait because you are not ready. I am making you wait because what I am giving you is so significant that it must be handled with wisdom, maturity, and strength that only time can build. Look at the lives of those I used mightily. Moses spent 40 years in the wilderness before I called him to lead a nation. Joseph spent years in a pit, in slavery, in prison, before I made him second in command of Egypt. David was anointed as king, but spent years running from Saul before he wore the crown. Abraham waited 25 years for the son I promised him. Noah spent decades building an ark before the rain fell. Jesus himself waited 30 years before beginning his ministry. The pattern is clear. The greater the calling, the longer the preparation. And if I am making you wait longer than others, it is because I am entrusting you with something greater. You may feel like you are falling behind, but in my kingdom, there is no such thing as falling behind. There is only divine timing. And divine timing is always perfect. When I am ready to release you, when the season shifts, when the door opens, it will happen so suddenly, so powerfully, so undeniably, that no one will be able to take credit for it. They will know it was me. They will see my hand upon you, and the waiting will become the testimony that proves I am faithful. So what do I ask of you in this season? I ask you to trust me. I ask you to stop comparing your journey to others. I ask you to stop questioning why it is taking so long. I ask you to surrender your timeline and embrace mine. I ask you to remain faithful in the small things while I prepare you for the big things. I ask you to keep praying, keep believing, keep obeying, even when you cannot see the result. Because the result is coming, the breakthrough is forming, the promise is being prepared. And when it arrives, it will be worth every moment you waited. Do not grow weary in the waiting. Do not lose heart in the silence. Do not give up when others seem to be moving faster. Stay rooted in me. Stay anchored in my word. Stay steady in your faith, because I am not done with you. I have not finished the work I started. And when I bring you out, when I elevate you, when I release you into your purpose, the world will see that the waiting was not wasted. It was the very thing that made you strong enough to carry the weight of your calling. I know you want the answer now. I know you want the breakthrough today. I know you are tired of waiting, but I need you to understand what I am preparing for you cannot be rushed. It must be grown layer by layer, day by day, in the secret place where no eye can see. And when it is ready, when you are ready, when the timing is right, I will move and everything will shift, everything will align, everything will come together in ways you could never have orchestrated on your own. That is the power of divine timing. That is the beauty of trusting me even in the wait. The reason others receive quickly is because their assignment is suited to quick reception. But your assignment is not like theirs. Your calling is not like theirs. Your purpose is not like theirs. You are not competing with anyone. You are walking a path I designed specifically for you. And that path includes this season of waiting. Because this season is where you are being transformed from who you were into who you need to be. You cannot carry tomorrow's blessing with yesterday's character. I must change you before I change your circumstances. I must grow you before I give you the weight of glory. And that process takes time. But hear me when I say this. The waiting will end. The silence will break. The door will open. The promise will come. And when it does, you will not doubt that it was me. You will not question whether it was worth the wait. You will stand in awe of how perfectly I timed everything, how strategically I aligned every detail, how faithfully I kept my word. And you will say, I thought I was waiting for you, but you were waiting for me. You are waiting for me to be ready. You are waiting for me to mature. You are waiting for the right moment to reveal what you had already prepared. So do not be discouraged by the length of your wait. Let it be confirmation of the magnitude of your calling. Small blessings come quickly, but when I plant a legacy, when I build a ministry, when I establish a purpose that will outlive you and impact generations, I take my time. I do not rush greatness. I do not hurry transformation. I do not shortcut preparation. I craft it carefully, patiently, intentionally. And you, my child, are being crafted by my hand. You are being shaped by my design. You are being prepared for something that will make every tear, every delay, every moment of frustration worth it. This is not the season to give up. This is the season to dig deeper, to trust stronger, to believe harder, because your waiting is not a sign of abandonment. It is evidence of selection. I am taking longer with you because you have been chosen for something greater, and I will not release you until you are ready. Until the roots are deep, until the foundation is solid, until the character is formed. And when that day comes, when you finally step into the fullness of what I have prepared, you will understand why it had to take this long. You will see why I made you wait. When others moved quickly, you will know that the waiting was not wasted. It was necessary. It was purposeful. It was part of the design. And here is the truth that will set you free. You are not behind schedule. You are right on time. My time, and my time is always perfect. And here is the truth that will set you free from the torment of comparison and the agony of impatience. You are not behind schedule. You are not running late. You are not missing your moment. You are right on time. My time, divine time, perfect time. And my timing is always, without exception, flawlessly perfect. The world operates on deadlines and calendars, on human schedules and earthly timelines, but I operate in seasons and purposes, in kairos moments and eternal purposes. What looks like delay to you is precision to me. What feels like denial is actually protection. What appears to be me saying no is often me saying not yet, because I am saying yes to something even greater than what you are asking for. So rest in the waiting. Do not fight it. Do not resent it. Do not waste these precious days wishing you were somewhere else. Embrace where you are right now. Grow in the waiting. Let it do its perfect work in you. Trust in the waiting, knowing that I am orchestrating every detail, aligning every circumstance, preparing every person, and positioning every piece exactly where it needs to be for your appointed time, because I am with you. I am for you. I am working on your behalf, even in this very moment. And I'm preparing something so good, so powerful, so perfectly designed for you that when it finally comes, and it is coming, you will fall to your knees in grateful worship and say with absolute certainty, now I understand, now I see clearly, now I know without doubt, the wait was worth it, the delay was divine, and the God who made me wait was the God who never stopped working on my behalf. So lift your head. You have nothing to be ashamed of. Dry your tears. They have not been wasted. Strengthen your heart. Your endurance is building something eternal. The waiting is not forever. It is only for now. It is only for this season. And when now becomes then, when the season shifts with sudden power, when the door swings open wide, you will walk through it, not as the person you were when you first started waiting, but as the person I have made you through the waiting. Stronger than you ever imagined, wiser than you ever dreamed, deeper in character than you thought possible, and finally, completely ready for the weight of glory I am about to place upon your shoulders. And the world will see that the waiting was not a delay. It was not a mistake. It was not punishment. It was preparation for your divine appointment. It was the crucible that forged you into a vessel worthy of carrying what I am about to pour into your life. I have not forgotten you. I could never forget you. Your name is engraved on the palms of my hands. Your time is coming. It is already set. It is already determined. It is already written in heaven. And when it comes, it will be undeniable. It will be unmistakable. Everyone will know that it was me. So stay faithful in the small things. Stay patient in the waiting. Stay anchored in me, because I am the God who makes you wait longer, not because I love you less, but because I am preparing you for infinitely more. And the more is coming. The more is already on its way. The more will be worth every tear, every prayer, every sleepless night, every moment of confusion, every season of silence. Trust me. Keep trusting me. Never stop trusting me, because I have never failed you, and I never will. The wait is almost over. Your moment is approaching, and everything, absolutely everything, is about to change.